bitter.
All right. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Begin with the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would ask Kim to please call the roll.
Sure. Kathy Adams.
See you.
Kathy.
Kathy Adams. Who's the auditor? Good job.
We'll come back. Kim Burns, present. Jackie Pinkowski.
Present.
Elizabeth O'Connell, present. Stephen Pulaski.
Present.
James Smith, absent. Robert Sullivan.
I'm here now.
Thanks, Kathy.
Yeah, we got it.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry, I kept signing on for some reason. But I'm here.
Doesn't matter, you're here now.
Thank you.
Approval of the agenda, I'll make the motion, do I have a second?
Okay.
Sullivan's the second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Action passes. Approval of the minutes for the 21st of November, do I have a motion? Ed makes the motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Brett seconds. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Action passes. I would ask if we could please have the CEO report from Mrs. Simmons, please.
Sure. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for everyone's attendance this evening during this busy time of year. We have had a wonderful week at both campuses, including Operation Snowball, which is an initiative led by Jason Kelsey, Lee Johnson, and Jordan Malaya, who gave every Philadelphia public school student a present this Christmas. Every one of our students will put a present on Tuesday, and many of our students passed out help in the setup, organization, and distribution during this event. A joyous time for all and we extend our thanks to the organization and school district for making this happen. We have two resolutions for you to consider this evening. Number one is resolution to approve financial audit conducted by Goldstein, Gordon, and Lee. And the second resolution is resolution to approve a confidential settlement agreement for disciplinary law. I want to take a moment to thank our board and staff for all their hard work and dedication. Great things will happen. There was always tremendous cool going on behind the scenes. This does not go unnoticed. More seen and more appreciated. Happy holiday.
Principal report, Angela, please.
Good evening. We had a busy month at the high school. We had state testing the first and second week of December. Junior and senior students took the biology and outdoor system. With the break, we have week 2 of testing, and students will take the literature teaching. These are important weekdays for testers who need the proficiency score to fulfill their academic graduation teaching requirements. Students have to take more time and we will have an extended time with it. Interim notices will send home on Friday, December 13th. I assure students and families to review these progress reports on imminent campus. Our community outreach program at the weekend will deliver collection of tools for the police for cops and ship arbiter. They also break the winter cold and they grease at Washington Crossing for a week across America. This is a nice way for our appreciation for our veterans for the holiday season. Some of our high schools are participating in the flag and special baseball this week. Matilda will be at the Finally Center January 16th to the 19th. We had our science dinner today, community projects which include the gym in areas of engineering, environmental sciences, physics, behavioral science, chemistry, biology, botany, microbiology, medicine and health, zoology, computer science, and computer science. These were judged by our performance department teachers. Students were also voting on the Student Choice Award. All our science classes attend the science fair today. Winners will be announced tomorrow. Winners will have an option to attend the Washington Park Science Fair and or the Pennsylvania Junior Academy Science Fair. Tomorrow, Student Council is hosting our holiday breakfast feast. Students will enjoy dessert cake, hot chocolate, and cookies during their lunch period. We will be dismissed at 11:30 to start our winter break. We hope everyone is fulfilling and relaxing winter break. We look forward to our students returning on January 2nd, well rested and focused and lost the first semester of fall, where we have midterms starting at the end of January and beginning of February. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. Doug, can we please have the report, please?
Good evening, everyone. As previously mentioned, Operation Snowball was a huge success. This past Tuesday, every student in the grade school received a holiday present from the Eagles Philly Specials. Fun, joy, and smiles were had by all. Second of 3 annual CDT testing blocks were completed last week. The CDTs are predictors for the Pennsylvania standardized tests to be held in April. Philadelphia Academy's winter musical is Matilda Jr. It will be held at the Columbia Center, January 16th through 9th. Bowman School is holding a family skate night event on Tuesday, January 21st at the Philly Skate Class. Tax Administration would like to acknowledge the Bowman School for providing a faculty breakfast of bagel sandwiches and sweet trays for both campuses this morning. Santa and Mrs. Claus visited every classroom with the grade school today, delivering candy canes and festive joy to everyone. The grade school would like to thank the board for another successful calendar year. We would like to wish everyone a happy holiday, wonderful 2025. End of report.
Thank you, Doug. Janine, can we have the special education report, please?
Yes, good evening. The special education December student data count was successfully submitted to fulfill state and federal reporting requirements. In transition, Jen Fisher, Vision for Equality Program Coordinator, will be offering another future planning session in February of 2025. This session will focus on providing parents with support on how to register their child for services from the Department of Behavioral Services and waiver funding. Our annual Transition Fair Intern Showcase is tentatively scheduled for May 14th. 9th through 12th grade students and intern students participate in their annual sensory-friendly class house trip this week. Students use this opportunity to holiday shop for their families and friends. Students make independent and supportive purchases using money that their parents and caregivers provide. Prior to the trip, students participate in a budgeting lesson to identify how much they have to spend on each person on their list. Upon returning to school, students wrap their gifts and participate in a holiday lunch to promote social skills. Thank you very much. Have a restful break and happy holidays.
Thank you, Janine. Transportation and facilities, I see Joe here. Steve's here. Joe, you want to give us a report?
Joe, you're on mute.
Sorry about that, guys. Good evening. I'm going to give the facilities report for the grade school first. Southland conducted its quarterly PM inspection of all rooftop units. The new convention oven was delivered. The monthly inspection and testing of all exit and emergency lights and fire extinguishers was completed for the month of December. The high school facilities report. PTO performed its semi-annual police track clean-out service for the kitchen. The required documentation was submitted to the City of Philadelphia for the DEPP Building Energy Performance Program to be in compliance. End of the report. Happy holiday, everybody.
Thank you, Joe. Brian, could we have the Director of Security report, please?
Sure, good evening, everyone. For traffic, buses continue to run on schedule and traffic appears to be flowing safely. School safety, 2 exterior doors at the high school are not closing properly and are adjusted. exit doors with alarm sensors are checked to ensure they are closing and working properly. All gates, locks, and lock boxes are inspected. One gate at the grade school needs minor repair and is repaired. And the rest of the equipment is working properly. For monthly drills, since the last board meeting, we successfully conducted the following drills. At the grade school, we conducted the fire drill on 12/18/24. And at the high school, we conducted the fire drill on 12/17/24. Merry Christmas and have a happy and safe New Year's.
Thank you, Brian. Claire, can we have the transportation?
Good evening, everyone. Transportation has a busy week preparing for the inclement weather months ahead. To do this, we have ordered smoothly equipment, all of the operating on our break. We have put together a snow team. This team of selected individuals will come in each day and we all follow the process to make sure that we are reducing injuries from having to move heavy snow off of the vehicles. We have added all new safety equipment to remove snow. We added ice scrapers, telescopic holder, tools to reach the individuals and the windows and mirrors. We have also added snow ring that will also remove the buses with 20-foot extenders. We have also issued snow perks for all the drivers. Each driver will be mandated to wear all school purposes in order to lower the mobility on site. On Friday, tomorrow, all of the drivers will be motorizing their buses to ensure that they are comfortable. This will be concerned with their ability to shut down for the long winter break, as well as making sure that all of the safety equipment and winter equipment are on call will be returned. Finally, the drivers and transportation staff will extend the board of family impact, happy holiday, and the hospital New Year, and it will go.
Thank you, Claire. Tom Taylor, can we have the financial and budget report?
Sure, I'm gonna start off with the auditors.
Yeah.
Present the 23-24 audit results. We have Tyler Long and Joe Manfrey online. See them on there?
I see Joe.
Or is it maybe on?
I see Joe and Tyler.
Tyler, are you presenting or is Joe?
Sure. I have a small PowerPoint.
Perfect.
Share my screen.
Thanks, Tyler.
Okay.
Tyler was the manager on the job.
Advisor, yeah,
I treat you as the manager. So.
Does anybody know how to share the screen on the Google presentation?
Yeah, it says present now, Tyler. It's like the
Got it.
Yeah, you got it.
You can see that, right?
Yeah, we can see it, Tyler.
Okay. Yeah, so, this is the results of the annual audit for the school for the year ending June 30th, 2024. This is our partner catering company. This is the partner of the job, Edmund, my name's Tyler, and also with us is Joe, who is manager of the firm. So the results of the audit on this slide, you'll see the basic financial statements. There were unmodified opinions for all the funds, and same thing with the Community Development Corporation. The next point, this just explains the standards that we followed in conducting the audit in accordance with auditing standards generally accepted in the U.S. and as well as government standards. There were no significant deficiencies or material weaknesses, which is great. In terms of the single audit, we audited 2 programs this year. ESSER, which is a lot of COVID-19 money, and then Title I, and we had unmodified opinions of both of those programs. So on this slide, you'll see the fund balance results. This is just for the general fund.
Tyler, the slides aren't advancing.
What's that?
The slides aren't advancing, they're just on the summary screen. There you go.
There you go, now it's working.
Like that.
Well, what we'll do is after the audit, we'll share these with the board.
Sure. Okay. So, this is the fund balance summary. Left-hand column is the current year, just for the general fund, and the right-hand column is, prior year. This is as of 6/30/24/23. You'll see that, fund balance increased, pretty significantly, almost $3 million to $12.42 million. The next slide, is just a quick summary again of the general fund for, the revenues and expenses. This time the current year is on the right-hand side. You'll see the revenues in blue and expenses in green. The expenses only increased slightly, and you can see the revenues, went up almost $3 million. The majority of which was due to large increases in the local revenues. So I think that was a big contributing factor to the overall increase in the fund balance. Next slide. This is just acknowledging that there were no audit findings, either at the financial statement level or in the single audit. And the last slide, I just want to acknowledge that we had great communication with Tom. He was a huge help throughout the whole process, and we didn't have any specific recommendations. So, yeah, all around it's a great audit. So.
Thanks, Tyler. Any questions from the board for the auditors?
This is an unqualified result, is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
All the internal controls were examined.
Yeah. That's the internal controls, as part of the single audit. Everything checked out, and then we do some small testing as part of the financial audit, and we test, each major area, revenues, expenses, and payroll. So, yeah, everything's good.
I see you have no recommendations. I was going to ask if you saw anything that you made from any of your other clients that maybe you could recommend that we may not be doing efficiently or more efficiently and more efficiently, but I see no recommendations. I think Tom's doing a great job and probably not we need to probably best practices, I guess.
Fine.
Yeah, I could jump in. I could jump in here for a second. In terms of efficiencies and, making sure everything, going appropriately, we do like 50 charge tools at this point. So we're well versed in the ins and the outs of charge tools in Pennsylvania. You guys are operating effectively, just in terms of anybody else. The only thing that I would look out for on the horizon, there is a new GASB standard coming out next year, GASB 101, which is related to compensated absences. So it just changes the reporting style of compensated absences and essentially just the way you're going to be reporting them. So that's the only thing that I would, kind of recommend that, the schools start to look into. A little bit aware of that, so I'm sure he's got you guys in the right hands.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a nice holiday.
Have a good day. Happy holidays.
Tom, you want to follow up?
Sure. I just want to add with regards to the audit, the help from Trish, Megan, and the rest of the staff here does help. I get the information, Tom, but sometimes we need information from the school, and we get that on a timely basis. With that, Marie, and then now with Megan, there's an organization here that, they keep the records, so we need to pull something. It's not like where is it? We have a nice way of keeping things here, so it makes it easier. So,
Every year, we get unqualified opinion, little or no recommendations.
thank you.
People that you mentioned to here are doing a good job, great job.
Tom, what was he referring to as compensated absences?
So compensated absences is when you have PTO time, you have to start reporting that, or we have been reporting it, but they're gonna change the way they report it, I don't have the details with me. But you have to report that as a liability balance sheet. So you're showing that these are the potential, if everybody took all their sick time, this is what the impact would be.
So we're booking.
We are. We've been doing it, but now they're, just like the Gatsby's do, they're trying to come up with a different way to do things. And that's something I'll have to investigate before we close the books.
How does it work? Each.
No, we have a carryover policy here, so they can carry over X amount of time. And, you know, that's obviously recognized. As a potential
Outside of. Shut the doors today. You have to have.
Correct. Whatever, so what we do is when we get to year end, we supply the auditors with everybody's balances. And they go and do the calculations based on that compensated absence as well. Go down and do the justification.
If we book the PTO absences in 1 year, and carry over to the next year, we do the adjustment at the end of the year.
Right, and so have these, so basically at the end of the year, you say, okay, this is what we had in here, this is what the balances are now, and you book the delta. So whether it goes, let's say you had somebody who was here forever, and they retired, they had X amount of days. Then that would come off the books because they didn't pay for it, and also new and barely any, you see some income or reduction of expense. If we had, you know, people just kept carrying over, it'd be additional expense. Same thing like when we use that 68 convention and the OPEB for the retirement benefits, same concept.
We got this month's report.
Yep. Ready to go.
Okay.
We have the financials for the 5 months ended November 30th, 2024. As of the end of November, the school's cash balance was $9,777,818. Our receivables were $1,811,847. That's spread pretty much throughout. We have our transportation, we have title funds, we have IDA, rent reimbursement, which we should get by January. And in other receivables, I believe right there, I have the new mental health grant. Accounts payable at the end of the month was $231,407, and our summer pool was up to $1,517,792. For the 5 months ended, expenditures actually exceeded revenues by $5,475. We had a slight loss for 5 months, compared to a planned surplus of $92,393, resulting in an unfavorable variance of $97,868. But if you remember, I've talked about this in the past. We have $338,000 improvements on there, and we did all the stuff over here. That'll come off at the end of the year, put on the balance sheet as an improvement, and we'll appreciate it. So overall, we're doing fine. It just, I show it on there so you guys see it. Once we get to the end of the year, we'll capitalize. So,
It's about the end of the school year.
correct. That's the financials for the,
Okay, thank you, Tom. Thank you for the work you've done with those issues. Now we can have that. I'm sure that many of you are making sure that it is the rest of the staff to information that is provided. Any questions on the budget or the finances? Moving right along, we'll go to resolution number 1. Resolution number 1 is a resolution of the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia Academy Charter School to accept the annual audit performed by Barbicane Court and Company. You just heard the report. I'll make the motion to accept. Bob makes the second. Are there any questions? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
so it just, so you all received the draft audit, none of the numbers changed. they've been burned in the past where when we got to this point, not here, but other schools, that they changed it. So that's why you see draft. Tomorrow they don't get the final. Obviously, we get a copy and we can send that to the district.
We don't expect that to change.
No change. The report's not going, basically our text and said, good to go. So I hope that happens.
Resolution number 2, resolution of the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia County Charter School to approve a confidential settlement agreement regarding student disciplinary matter. The board has been informed of the information surrounding this particular case. Will somebody make a motion to accept? Beth makes a motion to accept. Kim makes a second. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution passes. Kim, would you like to make a resolution for adjournment? Then Kim makes the resolution. Do I have a second? Beth, seconds it. I'd like to wish everybody a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, or whatever holiday you may be celebrating this time of the year. Very happy to be a successful first semester so far. I know everybody's looking for a holiday. The board wishes all of our teachers and all of our staff who work in every area a happy holiday. And we wish the best for everyone. And we look back next year, New Year, ready to go, raring to make more money and get to a better education as we can get. Okay, thank you for everything you've done. Thank all the people that supported tonight, everybody who's here. Have a happy holiday.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays for all you do. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Enjoy the new world.